Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Commander Kronos here, and today I bring to you the Feud, Wild West with Tactics. This game here is a turn-based game that it's all about combat, turn-based combat in the Wild West, basically. With guns, pistols, knives, and dynamites. All about that sort of thing. You can play the campaign, which you can follow the historic of the characters in here. You can follow their history and all that, the lore and all that stuff, kind of. But you can also play on the Western Saga, where you are going to build your own empire. It's kind of like a sandbox mode, where you are going to build your own empire. You are going to conquer stuff, have your base. I'm going to show you how it is. And here you can fight a quick battle, just to give it a try on see how the combat is. So let's go here on the Western Saga, and then we're going to start a new game. And in here you can choose the family you want to you want to fight with. And basically each one has its own background over here, as you can see, and the main characters of that family, basically. So you can choose one of the two in here, and then it doesn't matter that much, I would say, but so let's choose the Hatchfields over here. Then you choose the difficulty, so you choose here. And let's see, showdown is for those who want a challenge. Your enemies are more aggressive and the odds are against you. Yeah, slightly more enemy health, slightly more enemy power gain. Heroes can die, damn. Yeah, let's go on this one, on showdown, a little bit more harder. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but well, at least it'll be fun, hopefully, and it'll be hard as well. Yeah, that one is too crazy. Oh, that's cool. In this one, there is no heroes. Hired guns only, it seems. Interesting. Anyway, let's go on the showdown. Yeah, let's leave the saves to ourselves, just in case, because when you are recording, you never know. It's better to have more than one save, because as you guys know, I don't load. Whatever happens. So you know that. And first things first, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. That helps immensely. Thanks in advance, and I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. So let's get started here. And you're going to see here is going to be a turn-based movement on the campaign map, so to speak, as we move. And it's going to be, when it gets to battle, it's going to be a turn-based combat as well. But it's pretty cool, it's a teamed in the Wild West, It's very interesting. So as you can see here, that's our capital, our hometown, where we start. As you can see here. See, this is your hometown. If its durability reduces to 0, you lose. So if you lose the hometown here, it's over. And here's the posses. The posses are these guys over here, kind of like the armies you have, so to speak. Kind of like that, You have these guys over here, and with them, then you're going to be able to move around the map and to conquer stuff, And you begin with 2, as it says over here. So like you can explore, capture reserves, investigate events, and battle, as it's saying over here. So yeah, in here you can see what they start with. They start over here. It is the, how can I say? It is the heroes, the heroes that you have. So you have 2 heroes here and 1 here. The guns over here is the hired guns, the characters that you can hire to put in your army. You can hire those guys and make up your army. So now it's going to tell us to move, where you can go. So we have the whole map here to explore. As you can see, it's a pretty decent size map. We can click over here, I think. Let me see. Yep, look at that. It's a pretty decent size map. We can explore. There's a lot of stuff, and there is going to be 4 factions, if I'm not mistaken. Because we can only choose 2 factions on the campaign over there, but on the map here there's going to be 4 factions, if I'm not mistaken. There's going to be us, the other guys that we didn't choose, and there is going to be the police as well, I think. Oh, I'm getting some messages on stream here. Anyway, there's going to be the police as well, and there's going to be another guys as well, another bandit group, I think. Maybe you can unlock them later. That I'm not sure. Anyway, let's move here. Let's move those guys towards. I think over here is a good one. Move them here. Let's move. Yeah, and here's explaining to us there are 4 resources in the game: lumber, ore, cash, and goods. And you get a small amount of research from your hometown each turn. To get more resources each turn, you need to claim farms, mines, lumber mills, and towns. So we need to grab our army and basically go over that place to claim it for ourselves. But of course, there can be enemies in there, and the other factions can do the same. So there is going to be fights over some resources, you know, because the other factions can do the same thing. So let's go with this guy the other way, so we can explore 2 places at the same time. Alright. So now we can end the turn, yep. Let's end the turn, and then a new turn begins. Day 2. New day. A day will gain resources. Yep, new events and resource locations may appear as well. Yeah, because there are events that can happen as well throughout the map. You know, there's a lot of stuff that can happen. And here are the resources, by the way, in case here we got the cash, the lumber, and the goods over here, and the ore. And those are used for research over here. In here we can do research to improve our guys, to improve our weapons, to improve production, to improve the strategy, as it's going to explain here to us. See, and you can create many different strategies with many different research. So there's a lot of things here. Each one do something, as you can see here. You get some benefits from that, as you can see. Alright. So here we got the weapons. You can improve a lot of stuff. That one here is pretty good. A 30% chance of no ammo consumption on hit with long rifle, so you don't have to reload, for example. It's very interesting. But all of these, they cost stuff, as you can see here, and it's going to depend. Each one is going to have a different cost, so you need to have 10 cash and 30 ore to be able to do these. So you can see here, it's lots of stuff that you can get. As you can see, you can improve your amount of the amount of resources you get, as you can see here. It's pretty good. And in here, the strategy abilities allow you to interact with the Sega world in different ways. So these are going to unlock special missions, you know, some of them. So you can activate. You see, as here, activate special events like a bank robbery, for example. When you complete a research on a strategy ability, it becomes available on the Sega map by clicking on the new button in the bottom center of the map. So we got quite a few things over here. As you can see, each one is going to perform, which is going to give you a bonus over here. And then you can use on your enemies, for example, so you can get some benefit from them. So as you can see here, there's a lot of stuff. For now, we cannot research a damn thing. we don't have any resources whatsoever, you know, so we cannot do much. In here, it's our army, so to speak. We can see each guy that is inside of it, as you can see here. So as it explains to us as well here, recruitment, and the max posse size is 5 guys. So for example, those guys here are at maximum size, 2 heroes and 3 posses. That one over here, we could get another guy if we wanted. And here explains a lot of stuff, you know. Can hide an available hero or hired gun. We can remove a hero or hired gun. We can add a horse. From the list, click that button. We can add a horse to it. We can also a posse must have a horse assigned to it for the posse to be visible on the world map. So for them to be able to move on the world map, they need a horse to be on them. And in here you can see the guys that we got, as you can see here. And as you can see down here, you can change their appearance a little bit, and you can change their name. You don't have many options as far as customization goes, by the way. You don't have that many options, so it's not going to be something like, I don't know, XCOM, for example, where you'll be able to really change the guy as much as you want. You know, at least in vanilla here, you don't have that many options. You know, but you still can change a little bit and then make him look more what pleases you. And you can also change the name. So if you want to put your name, you know, you can, you know, as well. So over here we got the other army right there, as you can see. We have those guys. Let me see here how much for a new guy. So yeah, here we're gonna have different. And each hired gun they have abilities, perks, and quirks. So they have rarities and abilities. So each one is going to be a different guy as far as ability goes, as far as trait goes. They are not going to develop in the same way. Not to mention that they come with a different gun as well, and they have a different, you know, focus. So as you can see here, usually the guys with rifle are better in my opinion because it's more versatile. You know, you can shoot from a medium range, or you can shoot kind of like close range. You know, the shotgun is as always is kind of dangerous, because you always have to approach. You know. So by the way, I think we should hire another one for that group over here. So we have a full group, you know, of 5 guys here and 5 guys here. That might be a good idea, because then we can have a full group to take down the enemy. Over here is the guys that passed away already throughout the campaign, or the hired guns that you lost, that died along the way. Over here is the research, as you guys can see, and over here is the horses. And each horse as well has a little bit of difference between them, as you can see here. And of course, look at that. The better they are, the more expensive they will be, as you guys know. So let's hire one more guy here. Why not? Let's see, health, critical wound, toughness. Yeah, critical hit. Critical wound. That guy got 11 because that guy's a sniper. You know, that's kind of like a sniper rifle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's kind of like a weapon that guy has, for example. Might be a good idea because we have 2 guys with pistols over here and a guy with shotgun. So we got plenty of people that need to get closer anyway. So another guy to be further away might be interesting. That guy would be more versatile, but let's get this one here. Alright, so a new recruit will become available here in 3 days. So which means in 3 turns. Now you take 3 turns for a new guy to show up in here. And the guy becomes available immediately. So now we can add him to that army over here. He becomes available here in the hired gun section. In here is the horses we got. And we also have the doctor, because when a hired gun or a hero is wounded, they come to this place over here to heal up. So let's add one over here. And then he shows how long it's going to take for the guy to leave your capital and go all the way to the army to join him, to join them. So it's going to take 2 days for them to join that army over here, which means 2 turns. So meanwhile he's not on the army, he stays like that, kind of like a ghost. It's interesting. Anyway, let's create a save here, by the way. Yeah, I have a save here from a long time ago that I played this game. Let's create a save over here. Let's put Western Saga campaign. Oh, I cannot put fit campaign in. It's too big. Damn. Let's put then Wild West. Campaign. Yep. So let's save the game. Yep. Right, so now we can keep going. A new turn started and we can keep exploring here. Right. We can keep exploring to see what we can find here. We need to find more resources. Well, now, why that guy cannot go this direction here? I'm not sure. And by the way, here it's our capital. Like is our capital right here. If you click on it, you can click on that stuff right here. You go to the same screen, you know. And in here is a string of the capital, and it got defenses on it. In here you can see the resources you get every turn, the amount of hired guns you got, the heroes and all that. Also in here you got the news, stuff that were happening and all that, but also you got the factions right here, as you can see. So check that out. That is the other faction we could have chosen, the McCoys. Over here is another, like I said, a kind of an outlaw faction, the Creek Hill Gang, and here we have kind of like the sheriffs, you know, something like that. I don't know if you can play with those two factions in the future. I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing. Probably not, but it would be cool if it was a thing. Anyway, we made our movement over here. Let's end the turn. Alright, a new turn started. Let's keep exploring with that guy. Let's see. Oh damn, there are no resources nearby. Look at that. We have a lot of forest over here and no resources. Oh, I cannot go that way. Yeah, I cannot go that way because that's the end of the map. Duh. Unbelievable, what a moron. Trying to get to the end of the map. You moron. That's why I cannot go over there. Yeah, the camera is kind of stuck here. I cannot go more up north because it's not the end of the map. You know, it's a little bit bad, the camera movement, unfortunately. Anyway, it's good because we are kind of isolated here. It's kind of good. No enemy can approach from here. They can only approach from here because it's mountains nearby. So it's kind of good. You have a choke point right here. That's kind of cool. The map is randomly generated, and so it's not going to be the same all the time, of course. So it's randomly generated. Alright, there was a situation happening between those two factions over there. Not really sure what that was all about. Let's keep exploring. Oh, that's it. We have a town right there. We can claim for ourselves and get some cash. And there is also an event over there, if I'm not mistaken. I want to show you guys some fighting, so let's keep going over here. Yeah, I wasted movement of that guy. I didn't know I couldn't move through here. Damn, that guy could have been down here as well, exploring to the other side. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's keep going. Keep coming down here. I want to show you guys some fighting, which probably going to be able on the next turn. Right, so yeah, as you see, these areas over here with those flags are events. I don't know, if flags are events, it can be good or bad. You won't know until you have investigated. So you can go over there and get some good stuff, or you can go over there and get screwed. You're not going to know until you go in there. And in these towns over here, they are resources as well, because they are the place for cash, you know. You have the place for lumber, for goods, and for ore, and also for cash. Those towns here are going to give you cash. If I'm not mistaken, you can hire a garrison for them as well, so they can have some protection. If someone tries to take it over from you, you are going to be able to defend it first, without needing your army over there, you know. You can hire some protection for the place as well, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Let's keep exploring down here with you. Let's see what we got. Wait a minute. There's a lot of map down here, right? Yeah, there's a lot of map down here. Nice. Alright, so let's grab the town first to increase our money. Nice. We claimed this town. Now this town works for us, so it gives money for us every turn. And as you can see here, in here we can manage the garrison of this town. As you can see here, we can buy some weak defenders, some normal defenders, some skilled defenders, and of course each one is going to be more expensive. As you can see here, 15 for those guys, 20 for those guys, and 10 for those. As far as I remember, there is no upkeep for those guys. I'm not entirely sure, but I think there is no upkeep for having those guys as garrison in there. It would make sense for it to have, but I don't think it does, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, next turn we can check that event over there. Hopefully something good. Let's go. In the beginning, as always and as usual in many games, you change the turn a lot. let's keep going this way. Let's see what we find over here. Hopefully there are more resources down here. Come on. The more resources you get, the better. Especially without seeing some other factions, you know. Yeah, let's get some normal defenders in here. Let's see. The bind defense deploy possible hidden guns to protect your research from attacks. The force lasts and is replenished until it is defeated. Yep. Once defeated, you need to retake the reserves and edge defenders again. Yep. Even if you get some of them killed meanwhile you're defending, they will be replenished. Alright, let's put some normal defenders in here, just so they have some defense. Let's see what this event is all about. Oh damn it, I lost. Oh come on. I mean, but I only have 4. I'm going to be with negative cash. You'll find a small abandoned camp near a hillside. While you rummage through it, some of our supplies end up troubling down a hill. They are completely destroyed. Well, I don't even have 2-inch cash, so I lost only 4. You know. Oh yes, I don't stay negative, so I'm glad I bought those guys first. Damn, if I had come here first, I would be screwed. That's something to do right there. Buy stuff first before going to those. But as you can see here, that means there is a garrison in that place, as you can see here, and those guys over here. That's really cool. But now we really need to find a battle. I really want to show you guys a battle. It's pretty good. Yeah, those guys have a feud with us. Not sure what it means. We can have a new hero with us over here, Akima. Okay, that is a lore about him over here and what his skills and all that, right? As always, guys, you can feel free to pause and read all that. Alright, hero recruit. A new hero has joined your forces. The hero is available in your capital town and can be added to new posts or existing posts if you have room. Yep. You have enough resources to begin research. Yep. Nice. I can, but wait a minute. Let me check the posts first. I got that guy here now. Yeah, Akima. Okay, pretty cool. And here each hero has perks now that you can level it up. Now you can choose. Now you have to choose a path. You know, you cannot like level up all of these. You have to choose a path over here, and choose the one you want. You know, just to get the traits and all that stuff. You're not going to be able to go to follow all the paths, and you have to choose like either those 2 or those 2. You know, usually one of those. And here is only one of those 3 as well, and so forth. You choose what makes more your style of fighting or something, you know. Pretty cool. Let's see. I got that guy, but for me to create a new post, like it says, I need some horses, and I'm not going to make a new post right now. I don't think we need that, you know. It would be another group to explore, but I don't know if we need that. Let's leave that guy here. If I lose someone in one of those posts, I can send him in, you know, to join these guys. So let's go. Oh, by the way, we have a couple guys that they fight with a knife in this one over here. they are probably not going to live much. Probably not going to have a long life. So I can send Akima in here. Shall see. Knife fighters usually. I mean, they could, but it's unlikely. Awesome. We see we got a lumber mill over there. Awesome. Can get in there and get that for ourselves. And it's the same process, you know. You can get there and put some garrison in to protection, or leave without garrison. But if you leave without garrison, anyone can come in and take it, because you are at war with all these guys right off the bat, you know. So they can you know, like they all can attack you immediately. I'm not going to give any field against them. Screw them. I'm not going to give anything to them. I'm not going to appease them. Whatever. Those guys want to have a field with us. Let them have it. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see what we can research that's going to benefit us. Wound, quick liner. Yeah, plus 5% experience for hired guns. It's an interesting one. Oh, but cash, the ones that need cash is a is a problem. It's exactly what I don't have. Let's see, 30% chance of no ammo consumption. We're gonna add. That one is really good. I really like that one. You can shoot like you have basically a free shot that you don't have to reload, because you spend an action having to reload. Yeah, to get more cash, it costs cash. So yeah. Let's wait a little bit. I want to get this one right here, one in the chamber. We're probably going to be able to do that on the next turn or in a couple turns. That one is really useful. It's basically a free shot. It's really good. Alright, so let's see, you move it already, right? Yep, you did. It shows over here, by the way, and if they have that green dot on them, it means that they still can move on that turn. Alright, let's keep exploring, see what we find. I really want to show you guys a battle now. Hopefully we're going to find one, but in the beginning here... Oh, nice, we just found one. There's an enemy post. There are 3 other factions in the game, and all of them want to lay claim to this territory. Yep. You can hover over an enemy post to get details. Yes, nice, you're going to get a battle right there. You can see all your resources and heavy guns and heroes in place. Click on this icon. I know. I just showed you guys that. Let's see if I can do the one in the chamber now. No, only the next turn I'll be able to do that. Alright. Oh, that one is pretty good as well. You have 5% chance to start a fight with one stick of a random dynamite in one character, so you can have someone with a dynamite on them. That's really good, but look how expensive it is as far as wood goes. I mean, you need a lot of wood. As you can see here, there is another event in here if you go, but as always, it can be bad, it can be good or bad. So I want to go over there, but we need to go around this mountain over here. I want to lay claim to those resources over there, but now we can finally show you guys a battle. Let's save here real quick. Alright, let's get right in. Alright, so here we go. We have like 6 guys. It has more space over here because you can have reinforcements. If you have another group nearby, it can reinforce you, so that's why it can have even more guys over here. It can go all the way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. It can go 12 guys. You know, like 4, 8, 12. Yeah, you can have up to 12 guys. Anyway. And if you have reinforcements nearby, another Porsche is nearby. Damn, look at that, my victory chance is only 38%. It's not looking good. Damn. Yeah, I only have crappy high-range guns. Those bastards have like strong high-range guns right off the bat. That's probably because of the difficulty. But let's do it. Let's battle. Alright, so here it is, guys. Look at that. And then now we have to position those guys. As always, high cover is better, half cover is a little bit worse. You know that stuff, man, if you play a lot of turn-based games. Right, so let's move in and let's take cover. Right, so you have to select over here to order them to move. Over here is for them to look out, so if something gets inside that zone over here, they are going to shoot. Over here is the gun they are using. That icon over there is the ammo they have. So that sniper rifle, as you can see, only has one bullet. That's why I like to get the one in the chamber, because you get a free shot basically, and you can shoot twice, by the way. So here you can reload, and here you can. It's the ability of the guy. And each one is going to have a ability if they have one. And so this guy got the sniper shot skill here. Alright, so let's move him. And here, as you can see, it's cover. So you get like the full shield is full cover, as you guys know. that one is only 1/4 of a cover, you know. That one is 3/4, as you can see. And let me see, we don't have a half cover in here to show you guys, but you know, half the shield is half cover, as you guys know. That one is not half cover, it's only 1/4 of cover. So it's basically the worst kind of cover, you know, basically. Alright, so let's move in and see where it is and position ourselves. Alright, as you can see, there's a dude right there. I don't want to take this crap cover over here, but I don't have much of a choice. As you can see in here, you can move and do something. In here, you will only be able to get there and do nothing. And as you can see, those guys don't move much. So look at that. They struggle to move into cover in the beginning. Look at that. They cannot even move over here. Yep, we are going to have to take that crap cover over there. That's a really bad idea, but it is what it is. We might we might lose on the very first battle, but okay. Let's put them there. And the enemy can sometimes have some fucking dynamite as well, and if you bunch up, they screw you over, you know, with dynamite. Damn, I don't have a cover for that guy. Look at that stuff. I cannot put him over there. He's going to be flanked. Damn. That's really bad. Well. But I can leave this guy on the lookout. If he sees some movement, he can shoot. Let's see what they do. Over here you can see the guys you got and the action points they have, and as you can see here. Damn it, he shot the guy. Look at how much damage he did, damn. And over here you can see the range of the weapon they got, so that guy is out of range for these guys. As you can see here, they are out of range, so these guys will have to move forward to get to him. As you can see here, they are all out of range. And that guy cannot fucking move. Damn, that guy was a bad spot to position him. Can you see something from here? Nope, too far away. Yep. The snipers are not in a good spot here. It's terrible, you cannot hit that guy. Oh, they can climb up as well, yeah, but come over here, you're useless in there. You're a big target over there as well, but you're not helping me at all in there. So look at that. We can blow up that barrel, but I don't know if there is anyone nearby, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. But we can shoot that guy. Let's do it. Nice. Yeah, he got some toughness bonus, so that decreases the damage, you know, he receives. That guy's probably dead. Someone is going to finish him off, but we shall see. Yeah, just like that. Look at the damage that bastard did. Come on. Fuck, he managed to shoot and run. Just like that. You need to reload. Yeah, it's not looking good. Why the fuck you cannot move? Ah, que bullshit. Look at the trait that fucker has. Battle Rage. 20% chance that character can only perform attacks this round. So every turn has 20% chance that fucker cannot move. You scumbag. Unbelievable. Stay on the lookout. It's the least you can do. All of you. You are not going to just see anyone. I think it's pointless to be on the lookout. Yeah, they are probably going to finish you off. Damn. Finally. Take that. Yes, stay next to that barrel. Beautiful. Do that. That's a very smart idea. That guy has a shotgun, so he cannot shoot us either. I make him unconscious. Fuck. Yeah. Shoot in the barrel. Hell yeah. He's knocked down. He won't move on the next turn. So is this guy, by the way. That guy cannot see anyone. Yeah, you cannot see as well. Pistols and shotguns is a big problem. You struggle to get a hit. And you see, if we go over here, we won't be able to go here and shoot that fucker. We will from here though. We won't. Look at that shit. The range of the pistol and the shotgun, they are not worth it, you know. Really not worth it. Look at that. That guy cannot even move because he's fucking wounded. Damn it. You are screwed here. Get up, you son of a gun. Reload. That's why you need one in the chamber with those guys, because they only can shoot once. So if they can have a free shot, they can shoot twice in a turn. It's great. Yep. Look at that bastard, dude. Falling to the ground like a piece of shit. It's unbelievable. That drives me nuts. A 50% chance to hit that guy, and that accounts for what? Yep, he missed it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how useless those guys are sometimes. Finally some damage. Yes. Look how many health those bastards have, dude. I don't get why that piece of shit can only move this. He's useless in that position. Unbelievable. Look at that. Those guys cannot do a damn thing. Damn it. I'm really screwed here. To the very least, they are missing a few shots as well. Look at that, there's 3 enemies over there. Nossa, what a useless guy that fucker was. He? Useless. And he could heal himself. Oh, that is that ability, you know. Showdown clocks slowly fills during battle. When it's full, you can activate a slowdown like a special 3 cost attack. Showdowns can be risky. It can be risky against tougher enemies and require some real-time. Oh yes, that one is for you to. You both are going to grab a pistol on your waist, and if you time it right and is able to shoot first, you can take him out. You know. Yep. Oh damn, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. What does it matter? Oh, now you can move, finally. Yeah. What does that do? Nothing. It's out of range. Look at that, he needs to reload. I cannot put him over there. He won't be able to move and shoot. Unbelievable. The pistols and the shotguns don't do much for you. Look at that, everybody's going to be wiped out. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. And it's unbelievable, look at that, they cannot move, dude. They can move very little. Drive me nuts. I haven't managed to kill not even one of those guys. Look at that, if he goes in here, it's rush. He finishes his movement, he won't even be able to reload. Unbelievable. Yeah, the showdown difficulty is definitely, I don't know, not worth it, I guess, because it's unbelievable. Look at those guys, full of abilities already, and I with those crappy guys. Unbelievable. Look at that, he killed the guy in cover. He even ignored the guy out of cover. Come on, let's see if I can kill at least one of these fuckers. I cannot. You cannot even see shit. Might not even be able to kill a single guy. Look at that. They dropped him to the ground. Unbelievable. And they finish him off. That game, man. Well, you know what? Let's do one thing here. Let's show you guys the showdown how it is. So you can select one guy here, for example. Let's select this guy over here, and you guys can see how the showdown works. So it's like that. You have to quick the time event and shoot the guy on the right timing. I'm probably not going to be able to do it anyway. I managed to do it, nice. And so you see, it's basically that what you can do. And then you knock him down just like that. Do some damage, you might kill him or knock him down. Damn, I wasn't able to kill a single fucker of these guys. But it's a free action, by the way, as you can see. He managed to shoot that guy with the pistol and still has the shots. It's basically a free action. Look how far those fuckers can go, dude. Did you see that? Unbelievable. And here he goes. Yeah, I don't even care at this point. The hero survived and got wounded for a little while. The horse is lost. That guy survived as well. They have a chance to survive, and then they go back to the infirmary. Those three are KIA. Alright. The boss got disbanded. Yeah, your hired guns can die, I know. Yup. I know all of that. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this game. It's a pretty cool game, but it can be really hard as well. But I want to show this guy that this game, it's not a very well known game, you know. So hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I see you on the next one. Have a great day.